Hey, good morning. We're at Temecula Creek Golf Club in Southern California, and with my good friend Jeremy Twitch Stenberg. Been a student for a little while, and we've had some good fun just in a couple months getting this guy to suck less at golf.
It's always the goal, right?
It's always the goal. So what we're gonna look at today, we're gonna do a playing lesson today, 18 holes, and we're gonna look at Jeremy's club face. It's something we've been putting a lot of attention into the last couple of months. And I'm gonna hit a couple here to show what we're after so we can get the club face square on the ball heading towards our target, and then we'll bring Jeremy in and show a little bit of where he was and what we did to get him to where he is now, and then we're going to take it on the golf course and see what it looks like out there. So what I'm working on is getting my club face squared to path. So for me to do that, when I get the club in motion, I want it, when it's horizontal with the ground, I like it parallel with my plane line or my toe line. I like a pretty flat left wrist and a club face that's slightly closed. This would be neutral, this would be open. I like it about right here. So I like to keep my club face square to path as long as possible and attached to my body rotation, so when I'm releasing the club, I don't have a lot of face rotation. So what I've done with Jeremy over the last couple of months, come on in Jeremy, is when we started, he had a lot of face rotation. So we had a really difficult time getting the face back square at impact to get consistent contact. So we looked at the way he took the club back, and his arms would roll, and we'll take a look here. Go ahead, Jeremy, set up. And where Jeremy used to get the club back, go ahead and take it back, is he would get these hands rolled way open. So by this point, we have this face condition. So getting this return back to the ball, if we just came back down here, we got a face that's wide open. So what we worked on with Jeremy is getting, when we're horizontal with the ground and parallel with our toe line, we're getting this face slightly shut, a flatter left wrist, and carrying these conditions up the plane, changing directions, coming back. We can still see that face is square, getting into impact. So our club face is staying square to path a lot longer throughout the entire motion. So without hitting a ball, here's how we rehearse it to educate the components on how we want them to work. Come up slow, stop right there, come back down slow, get them into impact. There we are, come up one more time. Okay, go up a little bit further. And we're carrying these conditions, come on down slow. Yep, back to the ball, start over. Go ahead and hit this one. Just go up slow, making sure we get through this window. Up and hold and go. Oh yeah. So we train it slow so we can get it, the wrist conditions educated so the club face stays square to path, and we hit little 3/4 shots as we build up further up in speed.
Slow enough where the first time I went to him, that's all I did for a whole large bucket of balls, but it worked.
So our warm-up session with Jeremy this morning is we paid a little bit of attention to his face rotation, something we've been working on for about 3 months, and it's getting way better. What we're gonna do now is take it out on the golf course. And when we play, I'm gonna watch his wrist conditions. He's not gonna put a lot of technical thought into his wrist conditions. We're gonna talk course strategy, and I wanna see how he plays. So he's gone from, in 3 months now, shooting around 100 to just almost breaking 80 just a couple weeks ago. So I want to see what it looks like on the golf course. And again, I pay attention to his technical things. He just plays golf. We dialogue on course strategy, see if we can get him breaking 80 here consistently. That's the plan. Let's tee it up. All right, so we're on the first tee at Temecula Creek. 3 nines here at the golf course, the Creek, Oak, and Stonehouse. We're gonna be playing Creek first and then going to Stonehouse. So we just have a little 380-yard par 4. We're gonna hit, I'm gonna hit a little 3-wood. Jeremy's gonna hit driver. And again, the design of today's round is for not to be technical. I'm gonna watch Jeremy play, help him make some decisions, see what decisions he makes, see if we can make some better ones, just to see golf a little bit different through a pro's eyes versus through a moto guy's eyes.
Hopefully it's way different.
Yeah. Yep.
I hate when it's below my feet like that.
How come?
Because I tend to top it.
Right. Yeah, if you're gonna not rotate and stay down, your tendency would be to come up, right? We see that coming up in the videos, you come up this way. So it's like stay down, but your tendency then would be to like stay down, you probably hit it heavy.
Yeah.
So it's finding that little sweet spot of, well, how much do I stay down?
And I start overthinking. I'm like, oh, if it's below my feet, it's gonna want to hook right a little bit. So I try and compensate for it so it'll go left, then it just stays left.
Yeah. So we're gonna switch it up a little bit and play a little scramble style so we can talk through the same shot for a few holes. Oh yeah. Nice. Get. You gave me a good read. Or a bad one.
Yeah, I gave you a bad one. You had to use your own this week too.
So watching, so we said it was going to be left edge or a little bit out. Your face was aimed right.
It was.
And then you give a little,
Even more left.
yeah. So I know now what we're going to work on with short game and putting. You know, out playing, being it with a wide open situation, right? When we don't have a lot of trouble around it and we're working on technical things, this is even for me and I'm sure you when you're competing, when I can take a technical feel that I've been working on for a couple of weeks and have it in competition, and I have an open situation to where if I don't hit it great, I'm not going to hurt myself, I'm going to go ahead and I might sneak in a technical thought to get that wrist condition the way I want, or that club face with what we've been working on this morning.
Yep.
I may go ahead and throw a thought on it instead of just, you know, because when I play, it's response to target. So I'm in that state of mind to where I'm not thinking technical. But let's go ahead and give a thought to that club face, and you can give a little rehearsal, put it where we want it, and then get a feel on the takeaway during your shot to go ahead and put a thought on that takeaway to get it where we know we want it to be, and then go ahead and hit it. Go in. Shot.
That was good.
Yeah. Kind of by ears. Yeah. Yeah.
And I was a little inside of that.
You were a little inside of that.
Yep. A little short though.
Oh, dude, I freaking made it.
When you don't see it, that only means one thing.
Yeah.
You either lost it or went in the hole.
Yeah, I don't see any water around, so it didn't duck in a pond.
What were you, 90?
92.
92 out?
Yeah. Huh. You want to look? Look.
It's your ball.
Oh, yeah, look at that. Yeah.
Good
You're on the card, baby.
Here, I'll keep your divot for you.
Thanks.
No problem.
Yep.
Oh, stay in.
You hit the cart. You're supposed to hit the camera.
Wrong camera. I think what I'm thinking with this shot is a 6 iron. It's 176, a little downhill with a little bit of wind, and it's still cold. But I'm just gonna aim towards the middle of the green because I feel it's the biggest, most open spot.
Yeah. Yeah, with back right pin. Going middle green, knowing your ball just tails a little bit to the right.
Yeah.
Easy. So he's got the right club. He tries to give it a little bit more, which speeds him up. So when we can get the right club, the right number, the right shot shape, it's like we can leave it alone. We can aim at our target and let it go without saying, well, that bunker's in the front, I have to give it more. That's what's tossing him off right now. He gets too fast from the top. So we're just gonna do a basic, somewhat short-sighted bunker shot. We're gonna look at the face angle, how do we use the bounce and what it's for, the angle of the feet, the shaft lane, how much do we want, how much do we not want for a particular shot.
Yep.
Right, so I'm gonna see what Jeremy does, and he might ask a question or two, and then I'm gonna make a little adjustment, and then I'll show you a little bit more how to do it. Oh yeah,
It worked.
yeah. So you were set up in the beginning, you were set up too far behind it, square club face, you were aimed left.
Yep.
Right, so we got you moved up just a little bit, open that face, which introduced the bounce, and we can hear that slap of the sand.
Yeah, it sounded nice.
Yeah, and if you had it the way you were, that leading edge would dig, rolling that toe over, de-lofting it, and just sticking it in the ground.
And that's normally what it does. And if I'm opened up too much, it wants to hook a right on me. And normally I would have been back in my stance, like how you moved me forward helped it so much more.
Yeah, and the one thing we do have to fix is you keep saying hooking it right. It just hooks it left.
Hooks it left.
Slices and shanks are right.
Oh, I'll go for a slice then. That's what that was before.
We'll get you there. So cool, dude. You know, we touched on a few things this morning. We saw progression throughout the round. Didn't get to see you play as much as what I normally like to see on a playing lesson, but we did a lot of technical things on the golf course and definitely saw where we started on the range, where you were early in the round, because it was 35 degrees this morning.
Yeah.
And then saw it progress to better, right? So it gives me a good understanding of what we're gonna keep working on with Twitch. So we keep progressing him the right way, especially with the path of the club and the club face squared to path as he gets better at golf. So Temecula the Creek, I mean, this place is awesome. We've had a ton of rain here. Fairways look pretty good. The greens are fantastic, but what a special place. We can't thank these guys enough for letting us come out and have a little fun.
It's my favorite course in Temecula, so I don't mind playing here.
That's right. That's cool. All right, finished up for birdie. Better make it too.
No pressure.
Oh,
You have the pressure now.
low and right. We saw low and right all day.
All day.
You know, that's how we do it in the pros. Awesome, brother.
Love it.
Yeah, a lot of fun, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate you coming out.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
That's cool.